For the next several days, this cabin will serve as base camp. The team will head out early tomorrow morning to look for Katya's tracks.
We know from radio telemetry where a tiger has been, but then when the tiger leaves, we have to go in there and try and figure out what the tiger did. And we do that by following their tracks or looking for any other sign that they've left behind. Being a field biologist and studying tigers in particular is a lot like doing detective work. Some blood. And definitely an elk or possibly a sika deer, I guess.
Siberian tigers primarily feed on wild boar, deer, and elk.
Tigers will often drag whatever they kill a short distance, and often it's into sort of denser cover. One of the interesting things we're trying to look at right now is how much a tiger eats when it has not been disturbed by humans and how much they eat when it has been disturbed by humans. Okay, you can see here that he's only eaten about 60% of this elk. Usually tigers eat everything. You'll come into a kill and all you'll find is the lower legs, 4 lower legs, and the remains of the head, which is often completely chewed up, and there's just a jaw and some broken bones laying there. He didn't finish this one because he killed it very close to the road, and it's laying here maybe 150 meters from the road. So he got spooked by all the activity on the road and left a lot of meat behind. They rely on stealth to capture their prey. Their hunting technique is a stalk, a short rush, and they jump on the animal. Once they get on an animal, they almost always kill it.
To survive, tigers must consume 12 to 15 pounds of meat a day. They hunt from dusk till dawn. Keen eyesight, large canines, sharp claws, and a massive, battering ram-like body enables the tiger to bring down prey much larger than itself. Katya easily takes down 500-pound wild boar. That's nearly twice her own weight. Much of the killing is done with her teeth.
You can see that both her lower canines are broken up at the gums. Katya's teeth are characteristic of a much older tiger than, say...
By examining tooth photos, scientists are able to judge the approximate age of a tiger.
When I'm out tracking a tiger, I'm constantly visualizing what the tiger is doing. Sometimes to the point where it even kind of increases my heartbeat and I start getting really excited about it. And of course, added to that is always the chance that there's going to be a tiger just around the corner and that there's going to be some kind of an encounter. It just makes it incredibly exciting work.
The scientists have found fresh tiger tracks well within Katya's territory.
It's a little over 9 centimeters. So this has got to be Katya.
Measuring the print confirms these are Katya's tracks.
Her strides were real small.
Another, much smaller set of tracks indicates Katya is traveling with her 6-month-old daughter, Larisha.
Here's tiger hair. There. See if there's any other kind of hair.
John and Linda have tracked Katya for the past 3 years. She has become their favorite.
It's no small animal that puts marks like that in a tree.
The scientists were even lucky enough to catch a rare glimpse of Katya and Larisha at play.
And it was incredible because the two of them played together and the cub often initiated the play, but the thing that really surprised me was Katya also would initiate the play. And it was amazing for us to see that that the mother would be just as playful as the cub was.
The interactions between Katya and Larisha are important in understanding how mothers raise their young.
The time they spend with their mother is the time they're going to learn most of their social skills that they'll need for the rest of their life. So because the rest of their life, they spend mostly solitary, not in the company of other tigers.
Larisha is old enough to share kills with her mother, but still too young to hunt. She will stay with her mother for at least another year, until she can survive on her own. Before Katya was ready to breed, she first established a home range, or territory, and spent time getting to know her mate.
Males will get together with females not just for purposes of breeding. Sometimes they'll share kills, and there's probably some importance in those relationships in a male and a female knowing each other before they will breed with each other.
Katya regularly patrols more than 270 square miles, encompassing frozen lakes and weathered coastline.
A female will orient her territory based on where the food resources are, where the deer and the boar and elk are. A male will then overlay his territory on one or more females.
Siberian tigers have the largest home range of any tiger subspecies. A single male's territory can encompass more than 600 square miles.
It's phenomenal that they can still patrol their entire home range and keep other individuals out of their territories. The fact that they're territorial at all and can maintain exclusive home ranges is pretty amazing.
Tigers will violate and challenge territories, and sometimes that can result in fights and really aggressive encounters.
Katya spots an intruder. It is an unfamiliar tiger. The encounter is brief and largely a display of dominance. No one is injured. Katya is lucky this time. These encounters can be fatal. Larisha, unaware of the danger, is just as playful as ever, happy to have her mother back. Communication among tigers is another area of great interest to John and Linda.
Sometimes we might think of solitary animals as not communicating with each other, but when they do communicate, it's really important.
The main form of communication among tigers is through scent marking. They go around and they urinate on trees, and sometimes they do this very frequently, just as part of their daily activity. Yeah, strong. This is a traditional tiger mark tree. And what our tiger Alex has done, he's walked down the road here, came up to the tree, turned around and sprayed the tree with urine. You can see this dark spot right here where he's marked. And then by his tracks, it looks like he also came up and probably scratched it a little bit like this and kind of hugged the tree and rubbed his side of his face against it.
Katya uses scent marks to advertise her presence and to mark the boundaries of her territory. Through her scent mark, another tiger can determine Katya's age, sex, and identity. A male tiger can even tell if she's ready to breed. This large male is responding to a scent Katya recently left. Known as flamen behavior, it is normally displayed at sites where other tigers have sprayed their scent. This contortion allows the smell to reach a scent organ at the back of the tiger's mouth. Clawing trees may be just a form of exercise for Katya, but sweat glands in her paws leave behind a scent. Even affectionate displays between Katya and Larisha are partly scent-oriented. Rubbing transfers and mixes body scents between familiar cats, reinforcing and maintaining